Breaking news. The special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ALOY EJIMAKOR, he don't carry Ubonga waka. Come write a very Ubonga message. Go give Baba Presdo, where he name be Jagaban, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Back on I hear the message, where he carry go give up. He don't tell him care. I beg you, say make him free this man, let him go, because according to law, this man have not committed any offense. The breaking news is this, and the headline as we move ahead. The reason Nnamdi Kanu is doing the right thing and not an act of mercy. ALOY EJIMAKOR issues a stern warning to the federal government of Nigeria or to the Fulani government of Nigeria to free whom they are holding. So my wonderful people, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. But before then, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment, because all the very, very important part. So let us expatiate on the news we have, because we have a lot of things to do today. It's gonna be back to back, fire for fire. So I beg, touching your seatbelt, let us move ahead. The special counsel for the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where in name that special counsel ALOY EJIMAKOR, has said releasing the IPOB leader is not an act of mercy, but obeying the competent court order. Niger News report that EJIMAKOR, in a statement released on Tuesday night titled "Releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy but an act of doing the right thing," said Kanu's release is the right thing to do, according to ALOY EJIMAKOR. According to him, the continued push for Kanu's release should not be misunderstood, because his detention is manifestly extrajudicial and unconstitutional to boot. EJIMAKOR noted that the matter of releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy, executive clemency, or even an amnesty. Instead, it is an act of doing the right thing by simply complying with the subsisting municipal court order or the standing international tribunal decision that independently declared his detention illegal. Alternatively, the decision can also properly produce through a sound innovation of the copious constitutional provisions on discontinuation of prosecutions, such as this one that is irredeemably unsustainable, according to the special counsel. It is pertinent to know that in the previous but related matter of the infamous prescription of IPOB and the attendant criminalization of its vast members by the Nigerian government in 2017, I promptly levied a continental legal challenge against the prescription, and in March of 2018, the Continental Tribunal ruled in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and accordingly directed the Nigerian government to reverse the prescription and cease and desist from any further law enforcement action against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB members. Thus, the subsequent rendition of Nnamdi Kanu, the arrests, the detentions, the tortures, the disappearance, and the widespread extrajudicial killings of IPOB members should not have happened, and had the authorities comply with this landmark continental decision that is taken by the court of competent jurisdiction. It is relevant to stress that the fact that following the rendition, I had also initiated a complex constitutional suit against the government of Nigeria, and on 26th of October 2022, the Federal High Court ruled in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and accordingly declared both the extraordinary rendition and the consequent detention as flagrant violations of the Constitution. Thus, Nnamdi Kanu's release from detention vested from the very day this judgment was given, and the days are still counting to this day, because the judgment is extant and not stayed. Therefore, if Nigeria truly respects her constitution and her courts, it will be needless to be constantly calling on the authorities to release Nnamdi Kanu on a competent judgment that unambiguously ordered his release. He recalled that the United Nations in July 2022 in a highly critical opinion, unequivocally directed that Kanu should be freed unconditionally, and even went further to call on Nigeria to pay reparations to him as recompense for the rendition from Kenya. He further stated, as a bona fide member of the United Nations, Nigeria is bound by treaty and customary international law to faithfully comply with this directive. Failing to do so stigmatizes Nigeria as a nation that lacks respect for the United Nations, the same institution that passed the historic resolution that legalized self-determination and thus saw to Nigeria's independence. In view of the foregoing, it is a fallacy to suggest that releasing Nnamdi Kanu from detention is an act of mercy, and feeling that an event that must await the uncertain conclusion of the appeal currently pending and delaying before the Supreme Court. To be sure, Nnamdi Kanu's fate does not lie in the appeal alone, because the appeal is but one of the several cases that were triggered, municipally and internationally, by the extraordinary rendition, and all the cases are independent of equal stature and aimed at securing Nnamdi Kanu's release. Therefore, the different moments of time when two of these several cases, in particular the one initiated at the Federal High Court and the one initiated at the United Nations, both of which have concurrent jurisdictions over the rendition, were determined in favor of Nnamdi Kanu, the narrative that freeing him lies exclusively in the hands of the Supreme Court is fundamentally false. It is also malicious, prejudicial, and profoundly injurious to Nnamdi Kanu's legal interests, especially as it offers the authorities the umbrage and easy political cover to persist in the illegal detention of Kanu. Finally, it needs to be emphasized that for the obvious reason that Nnamdi Kanu is neither currently facing any trial, nor does he have any charges standing against him, his detention is, in reality, an imprisonment without conviction. In plain terms, he is a victim of false imprisonment by the state government. A rough and tough imprisonment that is more horrendous when the locality is not a prison or a correctional institution, but a hideous DSS cell, which is no different from a dank police cell, or even worse in some ramifications, according to ALOY EJIMAKOR. Drama as David Adeleke, Adoloko Adeleke of Osun State leaves head ground in anger. Maybe we see waging the anger this our dancing minister and also dancing governor as well. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on Wednesday abruptly left the central head ground in Osogbo, upset over a chaotic sitting arrangement that prevented him from participating in the two Raka at right. Anyway, I'm not a Muslim, so I don't know what it means. The discord began when former Senate spokesperson Senator Ajibola Basiru narrowly escaped a mob after a group of local politicians claimed he was in the governor's designated seat. Senator Basiru and the respected religious leader Chief Tunde Badmus had arrived at the Okebale area head ground and settled in the front row. Soon after, politicians approached Basiru, insisting he was in the governor's spot. The senator moved along the row, but the group continued to pressure him to move entirely, leading to a public altercation. Amid the confusion, Governor Adeleke arrived, but could not leave his car due to the ongoing commotion. As a result, he chooses to remain in his vehicle and did not observe the two Raka at prayer. Reports suggested that there were unsuccessful attempts to arrest Senator Basiru. He and the Chief Badmus managed to leave the ground unscattered after the prayer rites, according to the news. You can as well watch the video if you care to. Just log on to www.nigerianews.com. you will do what? You will get it. Well, this news now is coming from Canada. In case of my fans here, are you a viewer? Are you a subscriber? Are you a commentator? Please, this announcement is for everyone here. If you want to jackpot to Canada, Canada announces tech job opportunities for Nigerians and other countries. So if you are qualified and you know that you can do the job, please kindly find your way to Canadian Embassy and tender your applications for jackpotting to that place. That is why I brought it to the notice of my people. I give news and also bring work opportunities or job opportunities to my people, because all the very, very necessary and very, very important. Please, if you are interested, just go on. Either you apply through their website, or you can as well go to any of the embassy that is close to you. That is why I brought it to you. Canada has announced its first immigration mechanism specifically designed to attract global tech talent, opening up new job opportunities for Nigerians and others worldwide. Launched at the 2023 Coalition Conference in Toronto, the strategy introduces fresh measures and improves existing ones to help Canadian businesses remain competitive in today's landscape. The announcement comes close on the heels of Germany's new immigration law, encouraging workers from outside the European Union to seek employment in the country. Sim Fraser, Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenships, that detailed the strategy. He stated, Canada is going to be developing a specific stream for some of the world's most highly talented people that will be able to come to Canada to work for tech companies, whether they have a job offer or not. The plan is also includes a digital nomads strategy. This is going to allow people who have a foreign employer to come and work in Canada for up to 6 months, said Fraser. He further explained that talented individuals could stay longer if they receive job offers while in Canada. We have been watching very closely what has been going on in the tech sector in the United States. We have been having a private conversation about opportunities, Fraser noted. Starting July 16, Canada will offer 10,000 H-1B visa holders in the U.S. an opportunity to work in Canada if they so desire. Due to the aging population and the low birth rate, Canada has been expanding its immigration-friendly policies to attract young, dynamic immigrants to expand its workforce. The country welcomed 407,120 permanent residents in 2022. Wow, permanent residents. A nearly 8% increase from 2021. That means they do well now. Last year, Canada announced an ambitious plan to welcome 500,000 immigrants per year by 2025, aiming for nearly 1.5 million new immigrants over the next 3 years. Fraser retreated. We are enthusiastic about the ambiguous goals we have set in immigration. With this strategy, we are targeting newcomers but can help enshrine Canada as a world leader in a variety of emerging technologies. Look at their plan and look at how they are setting it. Look at how they are planning a country that wants to move forward. What about your country that is called Nigeria? A country that the president went for a summit, he couldn't even stand before the podium or before the people to address the masses. Only taking pictures, and after that, he went to a private visit to UK. And you people are here clapping hand, even celebrating with 120-something thousand convoy. He stopped the whole peace of the nation, whereby the citizens are suffering high increase in electric tariff, school loans, or whatever it be called, gasoline, inflation, no food to buy and no food to eat, and no even more money, no increment in salaries. Nigeria on our way done. Last month, Canada implemented measures to facilitate the relocation of recent immigrants to the country. It also announced a category-based selection in its express entry system to address labor shortages and stimulate economic growth. This one is coming from the Minister of whatever in Canada. While tribunal can't remove Tinubu, Galadima tells Atiku and Peter Obi. This old man, anyway, it seems like that old age now have been disturbing you because you speak from both sides of your mouth. Today you will say Kwankwaso is the winner of 2023 election. Tomorrow you will say Kwankwaso have all it takes to win an election. The next tomorrow you come out and say, oh, now Kwankwaso want to rehearse with Tinubu so that they can work things out. As I just said, man, now we are coming again to challenge Peter Obi and Atiku. Nonsense set of people. Once you people find a little, just a little, of what your children to them. I'm very sure you don't marry one wife, more than wife, or even two, more than two. Your children's future have been destroyed because of the peanut they are giving to you. Today you come to Arai TV, you say different thing. Tomorrow you go to Channel TV, you say another thing. Elder statesman and chieftain of the new Nigerian People's Party, Buba Galadima, has submitted that the Presidential Election Tribunal can't change the outcome of the 2023 presidential election in which President Bola Tinubu was declared winner. Though, according to him, the election was not free and fair. Historically, since 1979, the outcome of any presidential election has never been changed by the court. He added that the NNPP has little confidence in the credibility of the decision based on the recent happenings in the country. NNPP have nothing to offer and they cannot do anything. You people just come out to make noise so that any small thing you attach yourself to APC simply because you are looking for ministerial positions. I know why you are sounding this way. You are looking for ministerial position, right? Because even your principal is now rehearsing with the Tinubu and they want to welcome him back to APC. And that was report that Galadima stated this on Tuesday during an interview appearance on Channel Television Political Paradigm. According to him, rather than spend about 10 to 15 billion naira on a wild goose chase at the tribunal, the NN people would rather use such money to prepare for the 2027 polls. He said, which politician has succeeded in court since 1979 in Nigeria in a presidential petition case? Why waste our 10 billion naira or 15 billion? Because we had some people are spending such billions now on social at the tribunal. If we have such money, we would use it to prepare for the 2027 general election. The NNPP is strong. We did not do well because the registration of the party came late. If not for INEC targeting us and our candidates' names and logo was omitted in some states, we could have performed better. Come on, go and sit down. Old haggard, hungry man. It's not your fault. True Superman, Ben Bruce says, as he storms Nuhu Ribado's residence. Senator Ben Murray Bruce has described the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribado as Superman during a courtesy visit. The 67-year-old shared photos of his visit to National Security Advisor on Instagram on Wednesday, where he noted that Ribado, the pioneer chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), was a true Superman. An honor to pay a courtesy call to my friend and brother, Nigeria's National Security Advisor, Madam Nuhu Ribado, a true Superman, the former federal lawmaker, wrote. Murray Ben Bruce added that he left Ribado's Ribado convinced that Nigeria is in good hands following their inspiring conversation. We engaged in enlightening discussions that left me inspired for the task ahead. Nigeria and Nigerians will indeed be better for it, according to Ben Bruce. Murray Bruce congratulated Ribado on June 19 on his appointment as National Security Advisor by President Bola Tinubu. He said, Nuhu Ribado stands as a beacon of hope in these challenging times, embodying the resilience and undefined spirit of Nigeria. The assurance of his leadership brings peace to our minds, allowing us all to sleep soundly at night, secure in the knowledge that our homeland safety is in capable hands, according to Ben Bruce. There is a new dawn on the horizon for Nigeria with Ribado as the National Security Advisor. Just in, according to Tunububu, He said, God will never give you a burden that you cannot carry. Tunumbu to Nigerians. Now, so the thing they be now. So, you know, the taxpayers' money they use to carry the run, what do they call it? Convoy here and there. Now, the burden now falls on the heads of the poor masses in the society. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Wednesday in Lagos urged Nigerians to have faith in God that the country will experience peace, stability, and prosperity. Only if you do the needful. Speaking to journalists after observing the Eid Kabir prayers at Dodan Barracks prayer ground, the president stressed the need for unity and cooperation, appealing to Nigerians to eschew ethnic and religious rivalries. Start that from Lagos State. It will be good if you can do that. While noting that Allah will not burden the country with what He cannot bear, the president said, "I thank Almighty Allah for keeping us in good health till today, and pray to Him to grant us robust health and prosperity. May our sacrifices turn to prosperity. We have to make the sacrifices, and that is clear. We have to. But Allah will not give you a burden that you cannot carry. He is there for us. We must have faith in the country, have faith in ourselves, believing that as citizens of this country, we must join hands to build the nation." According to Tinubu. No religious identity, no tribal identity. Let us live with one another in joy and prosperity. Nigeria will see peace, stability, and God will grant peace to those of us at the war front. He also continue. Tinubu also used the occasion to pray for Nigerian troops in the front line in the fight against insurgency, saying it is his earnest desire of the nation that they emerge victorious. The Eid prayer, which started 9 a.m., was led by the Chief Imam of Lagos State, Sheikh Suleiman Oluwatoyin Abu Nola. The Chief Imam later performed the obligatory slaughtering of the ram at the Eid prayer ground in celebration of the significance of the noble act of Prophet Ibrahim in total obedience to Allah's command. Speaking on behalf of Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat felicitated Muslims across Nigeria and in the state for the joy of Eid Kabir celebration, using them to unite behind President Tinubu in his determination to make the country a better place. It is our duty to pray for our leaders. We must pray for our president that God should help him to succeed in the task before him. According to him, he said. The prayer was attended by the Chief of Staff to the President, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, former Governor of Lagos State, and immediate past Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, Speaker of the State of House of Assembly, Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, among other notable government officials and the top politicians. Eid Kabir, this one is coming from Oji Uzo Carlo. Another opportunity to sober reflection. Carlo urges Muslims to follow Prophet Muhammad's footsteps. Oji Carlo, a former Abia State governor, has urged Muslims to uphold the teachings of the Holy Quran in all their endeavors and uphold the exemplary qualities of Prophet Muhammad. Carlo said this in his goodwill message on Tuesday in Abuja in a commemoration of the 2023 Eid al-Kabir celebration. He also urged the Muslim community to extend the merriment of the celebration to people of the other religious faiths. Carlo said, "This is yet another opportunity for sober reflection as a nation. Muslims must uphold the exemplary and outstanding qualities of Prophet Muhammad in their daily pursuits." According to the senator representing Abia North Senatorial District, acts of love, almsgiving, togetherness, piety, selflessness, and patriotism must be imbibed in all our endeavors as human beings. Why a set-up panel to recover stolen Abia government property, according to Alex Chioma Oti. This one is for Abia people. Governor Alex Oti of Abia State has given reasons why he decided to set up a judicial panel of inquiry to discover allegedly stolen government property from the people who served in the previous administration. OT recently set up a panel charged with recovering the property in the state. Justice Florence Ikwuoma Duruoha, Igwe of the State High Court, Umuahia, was named the chairman of the said panel. Other members of the panel are Prof. Ursula Ngozi Akanwa, Mazi Ugochukwu Okorafor, and the Reverend Father Alex Okonkwo and Prophet Ogu Ekoma Ogu. However, in a tweet via his Twitter handle on Wednesday morning, Oti said he decided to set up a panel to recover the state assets because of large-scale allegations of misuse and misappropriation of public resources by former government officials. Oti tweeted, "Honor to inaugurate the judicial panel focused on the recovery of Abia State's assets and many more. Ordinarily, the desire of this administration would have been to focus on the business of government and the delivery